Welcome back to the rupee, which extended its early gains today on expectations of key interest rate cut by RBI this Thursday. The rupee on your screens, 0.25% of a movement, 54.23 is where it shut sharp. Let's get in then. Abhishek Goenka, who's India Forex Advisors, and he joins us live on the show as well. Abhishek, hi, welcome to the show. There's lots happening in this week and the next as well. I mean, to start with, it's the FOMC meeting, the ECB meeting, and of course the RBI meeting as well.
Yeah, that's right. I think RBI meeting is no-brainer. I think 25 basis point is what is priced in the market. With respect to ECB, there could be possibly a quarter basis cut because of the problems that we are seeing in the Eurozone overall. So I think if any such move happens, definitely the Euro is going to go down and the US dollar is going to get stronger. And apart from that, there are a lot of other news like FOMC and all overall. But in FOMC, the main focus would be that how they are planning to go about QE. So I think the way the employment numbers are coming in, the way the housing growth is coming in, I think there could be some hint that they could actually go in for a little bit of slowing down of QE, though it will not be very, very clear in the language. It is never clear. So, you know, that's the overall feelings. But overall, we feel that locally, I think the dollar rupee is still in the band of 54 to 55. They're all waiting for big news to come in. But the interesting point to note is technically also we are seeing a huge consolidation in the rupee dollar pair. And if 54.80, which is a very, very significant level now, gets broken on the higher end, then we are going to see significant depreciation in the Indian rupee coming in.
Sure. Abhishek, for a lot of last couple of weeks, we were talking about how the gold has declined, how the crude oil prices also have come down, and that should be appreciative for the rupee. There wasn't much of a kick up about that into the rupee that showed on really. How have you read the prices coming back up again?
See, there's a lot of talk on the current account deficit coming down because of the gold prices coming down. But I would like to point out a very, very interesting pattern that our research team has figured out in terms of the gold. You know, the first time the QE actually happened, then the gold went up by 50%. The next QE2 happened, the gold went up by 17%. QE3 happened, gold again went up. And the first instance that the Fed gave in that they are looking at reducing the asset purchases from around $75 billion, what they're currently doing, though they estimated around $85 billion, to $25 billion. Then slowly and steadily we started seeing a lot of fall in the gold. Another significant pattern that was observed by the research team was that overall, if you look at the growth in all the emerging economies and overall the major developed economies has been falling down, whether it be UK, Europe, US, it's picking up, but in other economies it's coming down. So the overall CPI situation is also coming down. So gold, which is basically taken as an hedge against inflation, you know, slowly and steadily the central banks are cutting down their buying in the gold. So gold, we are feeling that it should come down. Definitely it should improve the current account deficit, but there are other factors which play a very, very major role when it comes to India overall, which will definitely not be very, very positive for the rupee.
Vijay, 0.5% down on the US dollar at this point in time and 0.25% gain coming in for the rupee. How have you read this correlation?
Manisha, as far as levels are concerned, I would still watch the 53.80 levels on the currency derivative segment in the May month futures. Unless and until the rupee appreciates beyond 53.80, I think it's still only a technical correction in the USD INR. The long INR short, the long USD and short INR story is still not over. I would agree with Abhishek that this is more of a consolidation in the USD INR than a trend reversal. Should there be any sign of weakness in either the Indian equity markets or any kind of signals emanating from the ground level that the economy has even a slightest hiccup or the monsoons are likely to be a little inadequate, you would see the rupee decline fairly rapidly. And once we go past the 54.80, 55 levels, I think the US dollar can really go up through the glass ceiling.
Abhishek, a final question with you, and what's your sense now coming in for the US dollar about to break 82? Do you think that is a level that we could see breaching today?
To be very honest, on the US dollar index, we have been fairly bullish overall in the last 2 years. And we still feel that the long-term bear run of the US dollar overall, which is holding for the last 10 years, has kind of got broken once the 80-81 levels are broken. So we are looking at the year ending the US dollar hit around 87, 88 on the index side, and the euro and the cable and various other economies, various other currencies coming down vis-a-vis US dollar. So overall, the index looks quite strong.
All right, so still friends with US dollar index, as our experts are pointing out. Abhishek, Vijay, we'll let you go at that. Thank you so much for joining us. But with that, it's time out on hot commodities as well. Thank you for watching.